Okay, we're going to show you how to install this bushing into the arm using our tool. We include springs with the tool, that way it holds the plate up. If you've ever used one of these before, you know the plate keeps falling and it gets to be a pain in the butt. So we put a couple of springs in the box to help you out. Not that you're going to be using it every day, but while you're doing this job. So the bushing, when it comes with a center sleeve right here. One side's already flared. Comes with two washers that have bevels on them, and then you got the two bushings. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and put the beveled side towards the flare, then you put the bushing on. And like the tool is used to compress, because see, it's little too short. And plus it's going to be in the arm, so it needs to be pressed together. So it's going to compress it. And then after you compress it in the tool, then you're going to whale on it with that through here to make the other end flared like that. And you don't want to hit your finger like I did with a hammer. It had nothing to do with this stuff. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is sand the hole just a little bit, just in case there's a burr in there. You can either use a flap wheel or sand it by hand. And then you're going to take the bushing and you're going to put a little bit of oil on it. See, just a little bit of thin machine oil or any kind of oil, motor oil. Put it on the outside there just to help you get it in the arm. And you're going to take a tool like a bushing knocker that's going to fit over this and down onto here. Either that or you can machine it, but it's going to fit like that. And then you're going to go ahead and knock it in carefully. Yep. Okay. That's it. So you know, look at the bushing, make sure it's flat. And then you're going to flip it over and you're going to do the other side same way. Okay, after you've installed the bushing on both sides of the arm, now you're ready to install the inner tube with the washer on it. Slide it in, the bushing. There's no up or down, doesn't matter which side of the arm you choose to do. And you'll notice that this is machined out. That's to receive the washer in the back side of the bushing, the washer in the back side underneath here. And you're going to slide that other washer in place, and you're going to put it in the tool. Two hands can do the job, four is better. You're going to snug it up with your hand. Now we drilled two holes in here just for the bolt, because the bolts will stick out past the plate, and we drilled two holes in here, but we do it all the time. You could rotate the whole tool to go off like that, but because we use it all the time, that's how we do it, just like that. And then we support the arm on this side with a block of steel or wood. And you go ahead and start tightening it up. And you don't want to tighten the hell out of it because you'll bend the plates. There's no need for it. And you're going to want that bevel on the washer. When you look in the hole, you don't want, make sure that bevel is beveled down. Don't use the flat part of the washer on the top. So you just keep tightening it down a little bit, and the tube will start rising up into the beveled area. I'd say about 15 foot-pounds. Don't tighten the crap out of it, because if you do, you will bend the plate. Not that it can't be straightened, but why do it if you don't need it? So now that you've got the tube coming up into the upper washer in the flared area, you're ready to flare it out with the center tool. Use like about a 2-pound hammer. Wear safety glasses. You can see it's flared out. Not going to be as beautiful as the other side. That's it. Done. Beautiful. We're going to go ahead and we're going to take it out of the tool now. And those springs really do help. You know, I've been doing this for years, and one of my guys like, hey man, why don't you put springs in there? Lift that plate up out of the way. And then you got your finished product. That's the flared end. And this is the end that, you know, how it comes, but mind you, it's probably done on a 20-ton machine to flare it out, that one end, like a brake, like a brake tube end. But that's it. Bushings in, it's nice and tight. Now, one other thing you can do is sometimes when you look at the end here, it's a little, the arm is bent in a little bit. Could be, you know, mind you, it's a used arm. So you can take like a brass drift and then drive it, put, you know, drift here and then drive this piece of metal out to match up with the bushing. You don't need to do it, but it'd be a good idea to do it. I'll show you how to do that next. Okay, so now I'm going to show you how to bend the end out I mentioned earlier. You're going to bend that down. You're going to hit it from here with a brass drift and then roll it over and then do the other side. Nice and flush now. You don't have to go wailing on it like a monkey with a plastic bat. Just hit it a couple times, check your work, and then do the other side. Use brass, it's a lot better. They sell those drifts right there like at Harbor Freight. That's it. Nice and beautiful. Now you're ready to put your bearing assembly together and get the car on the road.
Another great thing about this bushing staking tool is that you can use it as a holder. Just grip it in a vise, you know, make sure you got a fairly well-made vise. Squeeze the hell out of that bottom plate there and then assemble the bushing tool. That way you can work on the arm. It's not flipping around on the table on you. You can go ahead and assemble all the parts. Great holder after you put your bushing in. Great holder.